Listen, I'm about to leave.
If you've ever been alone in the woods, you know the silence isn't really silent. It hides things. These 6 terrifying moments were all filmed in the wilderness, and they'll make you question what's really out there. Let's dive into the first encounter. The first video tonight comes from Bunny and Beyond Van Life, a channel that captures off-grid adventures, solo camping experiences, and the occasional brush with the unexplained. Often set in remote, desolate locations, the videos blend van life living with moments that lean into the eerie and the paranormal. It is May 22nd, 2025, and while solo camping in the desert, the creator stumbles upon something strange, a hidden, unmapped trail revealed only after a glitch in their GPS.
I found a trail that doesn't exist on any map. No name, no pins, no record. But something about it felt off. And yeah, I went anyway. I had my dog with me. I wasn't afraid. It was deep in the desert. I was boondocking solo when my GPS glitched and showed a faint path cutting through a ridge. No signs, no warnings, just a barely there trail. So I followed it. Everything got quiet, like the air was holding its breath. There was wind, but no birds, no bugs, just the crunch of my boots and my dog steps beside me. Then he stopped. He completely froze, hackles up. I even tried to keep going, and he wouldn't move. He stayed planted on the trail behind me. We had reached the summit, just a pile of rocks, a small cairn. Something was tucked beneath it. I pulled it out. A folded piece of paper, yellowed and burned at the edges. It said one word: leave. We ran. Ever since, weird things have been happening in my van. Lights flicker at the exact same time every night, 2:17 a.m. My dog growls at empty corners, and last night I swear I heard footsteps on the roof. I tried to find that trail again. Nothing. It's gone. No GPS glitch, no satellite view. So if you've ever seen anything like this, let me know in the comments. Because I don't think it was a warning. I think it was part of a ritual. Maybe I wasn't supposed to find it, or maybe I was. Either way, ever since I touched that note, something has been off. Like I interrupted something that should have stayed.
With their dog by their side, they follow the trail, trekking through a patch of desert that's unnaturally silent. About halfway in, the dog suddenly stops, completely frozen, and refuses to go any farther. That's when things start to feel off. At the top of the trail, buried beneath a stack of rocks, they find a scorched note. One word is written on it: leave. The message is clear and deeply unsettling. After returning to the van, things only get stranger. Paranormal disturbances begin, strange noises, a shifting energy, and the dog starts growling into empty space at random intervals. It's as if something followed them back. And honestly, what makes this whole experience feel real is the dog's reaction. You can't fake that. Animals sense things we don't, and in this case, it felt like whatever they disturbed followed them home. Be honest. Could you spend a night out there, alone in the dark, not knowing what's lurking just beyond the trees? Or are you content watching from your blanket-wrapped safety zone? The next horrifying video comes from Hammock Mountain, an outdoor adventure channel hosted by Daniel. Focused on stealth camping, hammock setups, truck camping, and road trip-style overnight stays, the channel often features unique off-grid locations, ranging from forests and remote trails to cemeteries and quiet public spaces. It is June 22nd, 2025, and what begins as a late-night stealth camp behind a cemetery quickly turns into something far more tense. Daniel, exhausted and just looking for a quiet place to rest, ends up in a situation that's anything but peaceful.
I am tired and I am sleepy. Right now it is about 15 after 2, the morning of the Random Adventures 2.0 creator meetup, and I'm tired. I had to stop somewhere and take a nap because I'm sleepy. And I believe this spot might work. I pulled up here. I haven't been out of the truck yet. So I saw two trees right here. I am back in behind a cemetery. Can't show you that because not tonight, because I don't want to walk around half the night. I need to get some sleep. I came back in behind this cemetery, and there's two trees right back here that may work. I'm going to get out and check them out. If they will work, I've never been here, and it's really, really, really dark. I guess I'll see what it looks like when I wake up. But hopefully, these trees will work. If they don't work, I'm just going to car camp.
After a long day on the road, Daniel pulls into a dark, empty cemetery. It's pitch black, and he's hoping the cover of night will give him the chance to get some much-needed sleep.
I'm back in the truck, got my hammock almost set up, and there's a field right here, and there's somebody on the other side of the field keeps shooting a shotgun. And it's not like just over and over shooting. It's like they shoot, and then like 5 minutes later, they shot again, and then like 10 minutes later, they shot again, and it sounds close. I snatched my stuff down. I'm in the truck. I'm leaving. I'm going to have to find somewhere else to camp. It may be truck camping, but it ain't going to be truck camping here. Let me see if I can go find another spot, because I'm not staying here. Not with somebody shooting a shotgun. And they don't know I'm here. No, I don't want to take that chance. I'll bring you back when I find a spot. Okay, I am back. I found a church that has a big parking lot. There's a piece of equipment right here behind me, and I am driving a 2500 Ram pickup. And so it might look like a commercial truck. So I'm parking right here. And if nobody shows up to run me off, then I am truck camping right here. At least here probably won't be any shotguns. But let me show you the church I'm at. There you go. I'm right in front of the church. And the road goes back out there. So we're a little piece off the road. I'm going to try to get some sleep. I'm going to set my alarm for, I don't know, maybe 8. And hopefully nobody shows up before then. Because it looks like the grass is fresh cut. I don't think they'll be doing lawn work in the morning. And it's a holiday weekend, so I don't think they'll be doing anything around here. We'll find out, though, because I'm going to sleep. Good night. No hammock tonight. It's a truck camp. I'm sorry. Just wasn't happening tonight. I'll bring you back in the morning, and we'll get over to the meetup. Have a good night. Well, good morning, y'all. This is not a hammock, and it's pretty cramped, but I made it through the night. Got a little cool. Pulled out my top quilt about, I don't know, 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's now just after 8:30, So I need to get up and get moving. But let me show you where I am a little bit. Well, for one thing, I'm inside the back seat of this truck. And I'm longer than this truck is wide. It wasn't real comfortable. But I slept. I think I slept 5 hours. So that's pretty good night's sleep. I think it'll be enough until I get in a hammock tonight.
As he's halfway through setting up his hammock between two trees, the calm is broken. Gunshots ring out from a nearby field. It's not just distant pops either. It's a shotgun, and it sounds close. Too close. Not wanting to take any chances sleeping exposed in the open, especially with someone firing off rounds in the dark, he makes the call to pack up immediately. He drives to a nearby church car park, where thankfully, it's quiet and empty. There, he finishes out the night in his truck without further issue. And honestly, who could blame him for relocating? The idea of sleeping in a hammock in the dark with someone firing a shotgun nearby, that's not just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. In low light, a stray shot in the wrong direction could be fatal. Better to be safe than sorry. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Janet Outdoors, a UK-based YouTube channel that documents solo wild camping, stealth camping, and budget-friendly outdoor adventures. Janet's videos are heartfelt and personal, often filmed as she travels by bike or on foot, setting up camp in quiet, hidden spots across fields, woods, and remote corners of the countryside. It is July 20th, 2025, and during her first bike-based wild camp, Janet sets up in a quiet sweet corn field, hoping for a peaceful night. But as the sun goes down, things start to feel off.
Well, everybody, I don't know whether to bail. It's about 7:30, 8:15. I don't know whether I'll be better off going up there or just staying put. I don't know. Because if I move my tent there, they're going to see me. This brambles is covering me. I don't know what to do. I've actually brought a ploughman's lunch for my tea and a can of fizzy orange. I don't know what to do. I've got to think quick because if I need to go, I need to go now. What do I do? Because I've been f***ing up courage to come on this, my first bike camp, wild camp, stealth camp. And it's quite nerve-wracking. I've had to really push myself to do this. So, yeah. But it's going to be dark soon. What do I do? Help. So I'm on the other bit of the footpath that enters the field with a corning, and the footpath goes along there. There's not really a route that way where I am, and if you look, you can just see my tent and my bike standing up over there. If I zoom in, I don't know if you can see. I haven't got my glasses on. Oh, there I am. Oh yeah, there's the tent and there's my bike.
What I might do actually, I might use my tent like a bivvy and sleep on the ground. Then it's not high, then I'm more hidden and put my bike on the floor. I think that might be a good idea. Back in a minute, bye for now.
She sets up her tent near the edge of the cornfield, already slightly on edge, and planning carefully to stay both hidden and safe. Being alone in a new, exposed spot always brings a certain tension, and tonight is no different.
So this is my ploughman's lunch, and I've put the tent away because, gosh, I'll be back in a minute. Bye for now. Wow, how beautiful is that? And all of this, whatever it is. What's wrong with long things? I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a bale. Gosh, that was pretty scary. I'll tell you in a second. I'm going to eat my dinner while I'm here and quickly eat it and then zoom off on my bike.
Not long after getting settled, she begins to hear a nearby gate creaking open and shut. Footsteps follow, but no one is visible. There's no sign of a dog, nothing. The gate continues to make noise, and it's enough to make her nerves spike. She decides to start packing up.
There was an aeroplane went by, one of those small aeroplanes, and so then I wasn't filming and I heard the gate go twice, so someone was going through it and then through the other one because there was two, and I didn't hear any footprints and there was no dog because I'm sure the dog would have come round and saw me. Didn't see it. And then but I was talking, saying to myself, shall I go, shall I stay, what shall I do? And yeah, talking to myself. Anyway, 5 minutes or less than that, I switched you on because I was videoing, and the sound of the gates went again. And that freaked me out because obviously somebody had come back. And I didn't see them, and then the footprints stopped. And I'm still in the middle of nowhere. So I think what I might do, I might just go, I might eat this when I get home. It's just that I'm hungry. My safety first.
With the gate noises still happening and her tent already damaged, she ultimately decides to head home. There's no clear explanation for what she heard or who might have been out there, but she trusts her instincts and makes the call to leave. And honestly, she made the right choice. One of the most important parts of wild camping, especially when you're solo, is listening to your gut. If something feels wrong, if you get that uneasy feeling, you leave. And tonight, that instinct might have been exactly what kept her safe. It's easy to prepare for wildlife, but what we rarely expect, what truly unnerves us, is when another person appears where no one else should be. That's when curiosity turns to fear. The next shocking video of the night comes from Endless Venture, a YouTube channel dedicated to wildlife exploration, immersive nature documentaries, and remote adventure travel. Hosted by Casey Anderson, a seasoned wildlife expert, the channel takes viewers deep into some of the most untouched parts of the planet, from Himalayan jungles to remote valleys, in search of elusive animals, and more. It is July 26, 2025, and during a camping expedition in the foothills of the Himalayas, Casey and his team come close to one of the world's most powerful predators in the dead of night.
We've got camp set up and the truck has left us. We're now on our own in the vast, untouched foothills of the Himalayas. Once the sun went down, we gathered around the fire for dinner. What's for dinner? Chapati, which is basically a tortilla, and our little clucking friend, who we saw a few moments ago. That's just how it goes around here. We talk story, and the guys remind us of the dangers that come with camping out here. Tigers, rhinos, elephants, all pose danger to us at camp during the night. I've seen the destruction elephants can do to houses in the village, and I can't even imagine what a herd of angry elephants could do to us in our tents.
The biggest danger we face is from wild elephants. Wild elephants will come into our camp, destroy our camp, kill us if they want to. So we've got a few precautions. This is an interesting one I've never seen before. The guys are going around the perimeter of the camp and putting rope and string that's been soaked in kerosene all the way around the camp. First thing, elephants hate the smell of kerosene. But if they do come in camp, not only will they be deterred by the scent, the guys will light the rope on fire, so there'll be a flame barrier all the way around the camp that'll try to keep the elephants out.
They set up camp for the night, cook dinner, and mentally prepare for the dangers that come with camping in the wild, especially the risk of elephants wandering through and trampling tents, which is a very real threat in the area.
This is Dookie Ram. His role on our crew is the night watchman. Along with these precautions in place, he will stay awake and be on watch, and also keep the fires going all night. It's time to settle in our tents for the night and get some sleep, and go out in search of tigers in the morning.
Out. Two of them. Hear that? That's tigers calling to each other. I'm in my tent. And the tigers are talking out there tonight. It's awesome to know there's tigers just outside of camp, and at the same time it's kind of freaky. We'll see what happens. It's midnight. means there's definitely a tiger right by camp right now. Yeah. They don't alarm unless there's a tiger. So there must be a tiger right by camp right now.
Later that night, just as they're settling into their tents to rest before the next day's tiger search, nature has other plans. Around 9 p.m., they hear 2 tigers roaring in the distance. It becomes clear very quickly. They're not alone. The tigers aren't far off. They're right near the camp.
This one?
Yeah.
And this one, return. Just
Back and forth.
Fresh tiger tracks around camp.
Walk back and forth. So tiger came into camp last night, saw the camp, turned around, and then walked back out that way. Around midnight we heard some chital deer calls over in this direction too, so that's probably what they were alarming at. It's crazy to think that last night, while everybody was sleeping in camp, and our night guard was probably right there by that fire, just there in the tall grass, a tiger walked up, looked at our camp, assessed the situation, probably watched the night watchman walk around or stand by the fire, and then just snuck off in that tall grass. It's pretty humbling just to think that there was a tiger in camp last night. It's pretty awesome though too. That's why we're out here.
The following morning, they investigate the area, and what they find is chilling. Fresh tiger tracks encircle the camp, with some just feet away from the night watchman by the fire. The animals had come incredibly close during the night, vocalizing earlier, then moving quietly through the area before disappearing into the jungle by morning. Thankfully, the entire team made it through the night unharmed. But the idea of a fully grown tiger coming that close while you sleep is enough to shake anyone. Luckily, these guys are professionals, and they know how to handle encounters like this. Still, it's a powerful reminder that out there in the wild, we're the visitors. We like to think we understand the world around us, but in the quiet of night, it's the unexplainable, the things that move unseen or whisper without warning, that remind us we don't. The next shocking video of the night comes from Mr. Uncut Outdoors, a US-based YouTube channel that focuses on urban fishing solo adventures and real-life encounters, often capturing the raw, unfiltered side of spending time outdoors. It is May 15th, 2025, and what begins as a calm day on the water quickly turns chaotic for Zach, who finds himself in the middle of a tense confrontation while kayak fishing.
I got a Karen situation. They hate fishers. They hate people who are getting peace. Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, I've been heard you. I found this lake on the app. I found it on a mobile app. I found it on a mobile app, meaning that it didn't say... Ma'am, I'm trying to answer your question. Listen. It doesn't say any... It's a lot of people that fish here and they post on the app. I can show you the app. It's people that... Yes, ma'am. Listen, I'm about to leave. There are no private property signs. But there is no sign that says private property. They're not at the gate. They're not at the gate. At the gate. It's not. Unless all I'm doing is fishing, trying to be. No, the water isn't yours.
Yes, it is. My daddy built that like 60 years ago. I'll call them all, but they can tell me.
I don't see no private property signs. I found it on a public app. You can nicely ask me to leave. You can nicely ask me to leave.
I'm not going to ask you to nicely leave because you're trespassing and now you're arguing with me.
Shut the f up.
You shut the
You old lady. Your dad did not build this. Y'all, this woman is being racist. Y'all see her through there? That's a Karen, and she's being racist. Y'all see her through the woods? She's calling the police on me right now, and she's being racist about it. All right, guys, so we made it back to the car. The lady said that she called the police. I'm kind of contemplating with myself if I should wait for the police or not, because she said that there's no trespassing signs all on the outside of this gate. I don't see not one private property or trespassing sign. I don't see not one, I don't see two, I don't see three. I see zero. She said, this is private property. This is her lake, even though...
While enjoying a peaceful fishing trip, Zach is suddenly approached by a woman shouting at him from the shore, claiming the lake is private property and that her father built it. She quickly becomes aggressive, not giving him a chance to explain himself, and she ends up calling the police. There are no signs posted anywhere, but she's adamant that he's trespassing.
I can tell you.
Yeah, that's what I was telling her. It's like 10 other houses around this lake,
So
baby
then
girl.
you got property right here. What is that gate going to?
It goes around it's a trail that goes around
Okay.
the lake.
All thing I'm saying is, I know you saying, hey, people post, but like I said, it could be no man land. Who knows? But like I said, let's just go down here and look.
Yeah,
That's all
but
I do is look.
yeah, and if it's nothing that say I can't be here or no trespassing, no private property, I have the right to be here. If other people be here, and we can walk the whole lake. I've been here since 3 o'clock.
So we got this over here where it's a gate.
That's open, yeah.
Okay. So
And it's trailblazing, but ain't no houses on that side, yeah.
Okay.
And this is where I
all the way
enter.
around.
Yeah, and this is where I be entering, and I dragged my kayak down here, and I got on it right there. So, her house is on the corner right there.
Okay.
So her house isn't. You can't get to her house. You got to get on the boat.
Oh,
Unless
you
you
gotta
walk
get on
through.
the boat to go over.
Yeah, unless you walk through her backyard.
Okay.
I had a long day of work.
Down there. I ain't finna walk.
Yeah, I had a long day of work. I just came to fish, you know.
All right, so you came in on this side.
Yeah, I
which
came
is a
in through the gate, correct.
So
Came down, loaded
then
right
you
there.
got this area where this entrance at, but I don't know what that goes to.
It goes around the lake.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a trail around the entire lake.
Okay. So then you said you got on the boat and
I got on the boat, yep, at the dock.
Which direction is her house?
Her house is over there, like through there. You see that house right through there?
Okay.
Yeah, that's her house. So when I got in, I fished this all for 2 hours, and then I went over there for an hour and a half, and I was coming back up so I can swing around and leave, and I was listening to music. I heard somebody screaming or saying something, and I thought it was coming from that way, so I took my headphone out, listening. It got silent. I started to put it back in. I heard more screaming, so I turned around, and I seen her out there, and she was yelling, and I told her I couldn't hear her. So I said, give me a second. I sat down. I paddled from all the way over there, all the way to her, and said, yes, ma'am. And she started cussing me out.
Okay.
And told me that this is hers. What am I doing here? Who am I? All that stuff like that. And that she gonna call the police.
So what's on that end? Just
Woods.
straight woods.
Woods.
Okay.
Woods,
So
dirt,
this what we gonna do.
rocks.
Right now, I don't know who that property belongs to. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't think I can do is go talk to her, see what's going on, and we'll go from there. But right now, we just do that. We come back up here.
Okay. But right now, I know you still got to do.
Because I don't know who it belongs to.
Correct.
I mean, it's just open woods back here.
Yeah, and even
And like I said, even with the private property, I don't know because you got to open it right here.
Yeah.
That could be property
Anybody.
that somebody left anybody.
Correct,
This,
correct.
this could be part of their property. I don't know.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing I can do is go talk to her. But
Yeah.
right now, to me, you just out here
Fishing.
just open woods and a lake.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm not saying you trespassing,
No,
but let
I
me
know.
talk to her and see what she's referring to, because
Yeah.
if she's saying she got paperwork saying it was surveyed and that's her property, we can go from there.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Okay. But she would have to show proof of
Yeah,
that, right?
she had to show proof of that.
Okay.
But right now, we just going off what I see now.
When the police arrive, Zach calmly explains the situation and shows them where he entered the lake, pointing out the lack of any visible no trespassing or private property signs. After speaking with the woman, the officer isn't able to confirm whether the lake is actually private or not. They remain neutral, advising Zach to check with local authorities to clarify the status, and suggesting he leave for the day just to avoid further conflict. Zach agrees, deciding not to return to the spot in the future. If the woman had approached him with a bit more respect and simply listened, the situation could have been resolved calmly. At the end of the day, he wasn't causing any harm, just fishing quietly and minding his own business. There was no real reason for things to escalate the way they did. Before the next clip, if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The last video of the night comes from Rambling On, an Irish outdoor adventure and wild camping channel that documents solo hikes, mountain treks, and overnight stays in some of Ireland's most scenic and sometimes eerie landscapes. It is November 18th, 2024, and while scouting for wild camping spots, the adventurer ventures deep into a rugged forested area. What starts as a peaceful outing soon becomes a lot more tense than expected.
Oh yeah, trekking pole is essential. Saved me a lot of pain at this point. I've definitely reached a dead end. There's massive trees down the whole way down to the bottom, as far as I can see anyway. So there's no point trying to clamber over them. I'm just gonna scurry my way back the way I can. Try and make my way across that stream. And then I'll just figure it out, go with the flow, as I say. After me just thinking there was no signs of life up here. It's been up here a very, very long time. And I was just sticking up in the ground, just like that. Oh, there's the handle off it. Huh. I just heard 2 more gunshots. I doubt the mic picked it up, but it sounded way off in the distance. So, what can you say, huh? I'm gonna take these over here though. I'm just very wary of which way the fork is going to be pointing. I don't want to fall back on it. If you think that was left up here when these trees were planted, it was possibly leaning up against this tree, which is gigantic, probably 30 or 40 years old. Some lad just forgot his fork one day. That was not good. Especially with a big spike in my back. That's where I slipped, look. Just there. My trekking pole is down there. That wasn't good. That could have been a lot worse, because I still have a fair bit to go. I'm just happy I stopped. I did choose that spot to come down because the tree was there, and I was able to stop myself I don't know what I grabbed, to be honest. But yeah, this is going to be dodgy now. Just take my time. Oh, I lost the handle actually. I think I saw the handle falling out. Oh, there it is. You know what, actually I'm going to put the clip around, just in case I do fall again. The bag is destroyed. The joys of it. This is how I find my camping spots in the woods. It's not the easiest way. Ooh. Definitely not the best route to come down here. Bit of grass in the eye there. I made it. Not unscathed, but I made it.
As he pushes through the eerie rainforest, mist flows low through the trees, giving the place an unsettling atmosphere. Navigating the steep, uneven terrain, he comes across a pitchfork, oddly stuck in the ground. Trying to make the area safer for others, he picks it up and straps it to his backpack, only to slip moments later, sliding down a muddy hill. With the pitchfork's metal head right behind him, the fall could have ended much worse.
Definitely worth coming back here now. There's so many spots here you could get a hammock up. I'm not out looking for hammock spots though, that's the thing. I'm looking for camping spots, anything I can find, but the main reason I'm here is to find a spot to put down a tent. But all I'm finding is hammock spots. Oh, here's another water source. A very nice looking one too. I'm going to mark this location because I would happily spend a night here. I'll obviously try and come down a safer way. I'll come down on this side. But this is beautiful. I'm going to mark this. Before I do, look at this. Someone has been here before. There's no way they're stood there by themselves. I don't see any scorch marks or anything. That's weird. That is weird. No other evidence of anyone. Oh, there is evidence, look. There's a few cut up sticks there. But whoever was here a very, very long time ago. That's pretty cool now, I have to say. I don't really, I like when I don't see evidence of people being out here. But just to know that there was someone here enjoying a night out in the woods is pretty cool. If it was clear out there, you'd definitely have a bit of a view to look at. It wouldn't be much, but a nice starry sky on a frosty night. Oh baby. Right, let's carry on. Water source, handy to know. I just came up out of the woods, bumped into a hunter that was walking past, and he said, "How long have you been up here?" I was like, I'm up here a while now, He said, "Did you not see the signs on the way in?" I said, "What signs?" So they obviously have signs on the entrance to the trail that I didn't see. And yeah, he basically just said for the next few months during hunting season, they're going to be up here culling deer, and it's not the safest place to be. Plus he said they found evidence of poachers being up here, so they're out here hunting at night time, and them boys there have to be out here by 11 o'clock in the morning unless they fell a deer, and then they have all day to extract it. So it's just a risk coming up to any of those spots that I'm after finding. In fairness, I don't know how I missed that this morning.
To make matters worse, the echo of gunshots begins ringing out in the distance, adding another layer of unease to the already tense atmosphere. Later, while searching for a place to pitch his tent, he finds some great hammock spots, but flat ground is hard to come by. That's when he runs into a local hunter, who quickly asks how long he's been out there. The hunter warns him that the forest is currently active with deer culling, and even more concerning, that poachers have been operating in the area, especially at night. With that in mind, he decides to head out and not return. And honestly, that was the right call. If he hadn't crossed paths with that hunter, he might have unknowingly camped in a dangerous area, one where poachers, in low visibility, could have mistaken him for game. Especially once darkness sets in, the risk becomes too real. Thankfully, he made it out safely. But something about the way that forest looked, from the thick mist to the bare, twisted trees, it had an eerie, almost haunted feeling to it. Definitely not the kind of place you want to take chances in. That's it for tonight's terrifying tales. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed the scares, make sure to like and subscribe for more eerie stories from the shadows. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.